Good morning to you, everyone. Here I am again today to talk to you. As you all know, I am your DJ James, or you can just call me D James in short. So today, we are going to talk about online class, where most of the schools takes classes this way. But first, I would like to introduce to you all some friends of mine. They will be joining us for today. Meet Kashi and Shunrei.
Hello, good morning to you all. I am Shunrei and I will be joining you today.
Good morning to everyone who's listening. I am Kashi and it's nice to be here with you.
Good morning to you, Kashi and Shunrei. Thank you for joining me today. So today, we're going to be sharing ideas and thoughts about online class. Whereas almost every student and teachers attend lectures this way. So what is online class? Online class are a combination of video recordings and live lectures with course reading and tests. They are generally conducted using a virtual portal through which students gather reading materials, interact with teachers and classmates, view grades, and monitor progress. This type of class got a boost during the pandemic. With the global spread of the disease COVID-19, all the educational institutes had to shut down and were forced to conduct classes via the internet. But to avail the benefits of these classes, it is recommended to have a good stable internet connection. Like traditional classes, online classes can have a varied workload depending on the course's difficulty. Online classes also allow the user to take up more than one course at a time. It allows them to maximize their productivity. This way, the user can plan their time that will enable them to balance work, school, and family. So Kashi Shunrei, online class seems difficult, right? Because sometimes gadgets can be a reason why you can attend your online class, right? So Kashi and Shunrei, what are your thoughts about online class? Is it better than face-to-face or is it harder?
Okay, online class. Since we are talking about online class, I guess I'm going to give some advantages of online class. As we all know, online class are used today because of the pandemic throughout the world, but let's not talk about that. There are many advantages of online class. The biggest advantage of an online class is that your classroom and instructor are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your only excuse for missing class is not getting online. Otherwise, everything is available to you. You can get announcement, access to notes, review assignments, take practice quizzes, discuss questions, chat with fellow students, and study anytime you want. Other than certain due dates, you make your own schedule for completing the requirements of the course. When you complete this course, you will be able to include email and web browsing as technical skills on your resume. That gives you a definite advantage over someone who doesn't have these skills. Learning how to get information via the internet opens up a world of possibilities for your personal and professional life. You can find jobs online, get college applications online, make travel plans online, and so on. The possibilities are practically endless. Procrastination is perhaps the worst enemy of online class. The majority of us, including instructors, put off tasks until the very last minute. When it comes to education, the last available opportunity to learn is the worst. That lesson is sometimes learned the hard way, in the shape of a poor exam or assignment grade. But in the end, you succeed because you understand the necessity of completing tasks on time, if not ahead of schedule. Your success in an online course is fueled by this self-awareness. There's no one behind your back telling you to go online and study. No one is pressuring you to ask questions or respond. You are the one who inspires you to take an online class. We term it student-centered or active learning. The internet was the first technical invention in human history to connect individuals all over the world. While there is still a significant divide between those who have access to the internet and those who do not. The fact that any of us may communicate with people all over the world demonstrates the value of this medium. Many of the websites you visit as part of a course are located in another country. What better way to learn about Michelangelo's works than to visit Italy? What better way to study about the Amazon rainforest, Chinese history, or islanders' cultures in the South Pacific than to go online and visit such places? You might even meet and make friends with someone from another nation if you engage in global learning days or other online events. It is a small world after all.
That is true. It depends upon your life. Now, since the advantage of online were tackled by Shunrei, that leaves the disadvantage of online class, and we will leave it to you, Kashi. Okay, disadvantage of online class. As you heard from Shunrei, there are many advantages of online class. That means it also has some disadvantages. Online class means more screen time to where your eyes will be exposed to gadgets. While having a schedule of online class can be good for practicing time management for the highly motivated and focused student, it can also be the downfall for students who lack these basic skills. If a student struggles with putting away the video games, signing off Facebook, and ignoring the cell phone, finding time to do the online classes and all the coursework on his or her own time could be a major challenge. You will spend more time studying and completing assignments in an online course than you will in an on-campus course, believe it or not. How is that possible? The internet is a text-based environment. You must use your fingers to communicate with your instructor and other students by typing messages, posting responses, and generally communicating. Typing is, as you might expect, slower than speaking. In the same way, reading your lecture materials takes longer than listening to an instructor deliver them. However, oral lectures have a distinct advantage. No matter how attentive you are in a classroom, you are going to miss a significant portion of what the instructor says. It's natural for people to zone out for short periods of time. If you miss something when reading, you will have a temptation to go back over the notes, which will take extra time. The idea is that you will almost certainly learn more in an online environment, but you will have to put in more effort to do it. An internet-based course demands that you develop personal time management skills. As with most things, if you don't manage your time properly, you will find yourself buried beneath a seeming insurmountable mountain of coursework. No one can hear you scream in an online class, and for some online students, this is a source of discomfort. It can be frightening to study alone with only your computer for company. There's no back of the room whispering, no witty comments from the peanut gallery, no dominating presence at the front of the classroom asking for everyone to pay attention. The online world is a completely other environment that takes some getting to use. Hopefully, your online instructor is aware of the issue and can assist you in overcoming your feelings. In any event, you should be aware of them and seek assistance if they become a hindrance to your studies. If the sense of community you desire is absent, a brief email to a classmate, your instructor, or a counselor can help you feel more connected. Online classes are also prone to technical issues such as no Wi-Fi, no reception to mobile data users, and etc. Online class requires self-discipline and time management in order for the student to not fail and get a low grade. And there we go, the advantage and disadvantage of online class. Since Kashi and Shunri gave their opinions about advantage and disadvantage of online class, I am going to give additionals. You can attend online classes anytime, anywhere you have web access. You can access course materials 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can learn from instructors across the country and around the world, broadening your perspective. Will enhance your ability to communicate effectively through the latest technology. You'll network with classmates from a wide range of backgrounds and locations. You can access instructors immediately through chat, discussion thread, or email without having to wait for office hours. You'll have access to a broad spectrum of relevant content through your online course website. You could earn higher grades because you can learn at your own pace. You'll learn innovative strategies for virtual teamwork by using electronic communication to interact with a group. Employers highly value this skill. You'll benefit from a flexible schedule, which is extremely helpful if you're balancing your education with work and family life.
Why some students don't enter to their online classes?
Since the online classroom is a new environment for many students, the first challenge is to adapt to online learning. If the platform seems too complicated, you risk losing your potential students. The course appeared to be too difficult or too easy, too time consuming, or too theoretical. There are some faulty expectations that will lead to frustration and dropouts. Bugs and slowdowns on the e-learning platform aren't something that helps students be more motivated. Instead, it may force students to abandon the course. Even if your online platform has never experienced any technical issues, the spike in demand for online learning during the COVID-19 lockdown might harm your platform's performance. Lack of time is one of the most common reasons why students abandon online courses. While some people indeed face unexpected personal circumstances, others simply fail to manage their time properly. One of the biggest advantages of online learning is great flexibility. Students can take courses at their own pace whenever and wherever they want. At the same time, when there's too much of it, flexibility can be the biggest disadvantage too. One of the major limitations of online learning experience is a lack of communication with classmates and teachers, which can be frustrating for some students.
Moreover, studies shows that social engagement and community components makes a student 5 times more engaged and 16 times more likely to finish the course. It's a familiar situation. You need to embark on a large project and you simply don't know where to start. But once you break it down into smaller tasks, it becomes more approachable and doable in your eyes. The same thing is true of education. Two massive and complicated modules can scare students away from the course. When a roadblock gets in the way of a student in a traditional classroom, they can ask a teacher or discuss it with their peers. In online education, students can feel isolated without these opportunities, which is why they tend to give up when things get complicated.
As a student, I find it difficult to understand the instructions in the task we were given. In an online class, I don't have the ability to ask my teachers. In my experience in senior high school, I find myself not being active in online class. In the start, I have this feeling that I am willing to participate and enjoy online class, but things went differently. After a couple of days, I feel like I don't learn much from online class, and I have this sort of mindset that I can just read the module and complete the given activities without attending online class. And there you have it. I think we've covered everything on the list. What do you think will happen next year? Will there be a face-to-face classes or will we stick to online class? And yeah, I guess that will be all for today. Thank you Kashi and Shunrei for joining us today. And thank you for all of our listeners and goodbye.